aren't thinking too globally. You know, just in a nutshell, I mean, last year at this time, you know, the sky was really falling. I mean, it was falling, and right now, my guess is on the outside, it's probably a little bit different. But, you know, we're pretty much about the same team we were last year at this time. Maybe a little, we're certainly further ahead win-loss wise, but, and you probably argue a little better team, but I don't think we're that much different. So, you know, what we all need to just understand is that, you know, this thing's pretty fragile. We got 6 tough games coming up, and none of us, at least in this building, need to worry too much about, you know, the big picture at this point. You know, we'll see where we're at here in a couple of weeks, but, you know, right now, we just got one task in front of us, and that's gonna be, you know, we got more than our hands full with this thing.
Halfway through the season, Coach, is there a team strength and or a team weakness that you wouldn't have predicted at the beginning of the season?
Yeah, I think probably just how guys have responded in general, and that's maybe not something I would have predicted, but then more specifically, the way some young guys have stepped in, and we just talked about Riley Reef. You know, he got called into duty a little bit before maybe we would have planned. Certainly both running backs have done a good job. You know, both Adam and Brandon have jumped in there, and not that we didn't think they were in the mix, you know, back in August, but they weren't prominent, at least when we started 2-a-days. So, you know, there's 3 guys right there. And then, you know, a guy, you know, Colin, not that it was a big surprise the other night, but when he jumped in at the punt returning position, you know, really did a great job, and it looked like he'd been doing it for the whole season, you know. So, overall, I'm happy with the way guys have responded to all the challenges that we've hit so far. So that's been a positive. You know, and like I say, some of those individuals, I couldn't have pinpointed that back in August, but it's happened. Team-wise, I think, you know, the attitude's been great, and that's not a surprise. They've been that way really since January. I think, you know, it's been that way since last year.
A couple years ago, it seemed like you guys, and even the first part of last year, were losing all the close games. I think the stat is something like 0-9 in games decided by 4 points or less. You're 4-0 since that Penn State game. What's changed? How are you guys winning those games?
You know, we're just probably a little bit better now, and we're probably a little bit more confident. And, you know, going through it, it's like anything else, you have to go through it and experience it. You know, we certainly came close 4 times last year, but couldn't get over the hump, you know, 4 times. And, you know, the Penn State game was a turning point that way. And, I know that stuff does get tracked, and I follow that too, because it is, you know, if you're going to have a good football team and have a good season, and you play in a good conference, you're going to have to win some close games. So that's a pleasing thing. You know, it's been a real positive for